What up, YouTube? It's your boy JusRzd, and today we're finally getting a chance to talk about episode 7 of The Penguin. Look, I know I'm late. I know the series finale has already aired, but I hadn't gotten a chance to do an episode review for episode 7. My series finale episode review will be coming up very, very shortly. But we got to do episode 7 first. I can't just skip 6 and then immediately go to 8. So, got to talk about 7. 7 was a great episode. It was pretty much, we got to see a lot of different things. We got to see the parallel that they've been playing off of between Sofia and Penguin just continue to build and show its face. We also got to see Penguin's backstory and what actually happened to his brothers and why that weighs so heavy in his heart, and just what is going on with that story, because we've heard different people talk about it. We heard his mom talk about it. We've heard him mention it, but we don't know what actually happened. So episode 7 kicks off right where episode 6 ends, and we see Penguin walking home with the electricity back on in the neighborhood, and he walks back up to the apartment, realizes it's been busted open, looks around the apartment for his mother. He finds Victor knocked out in the bedroom. Victor tells him that Sofia came and took her. As he's questioning Victor what happened, the Maronis pull up outside, and so he tells Vic, look, you gotta go get help, get back up, because we don't we're gonna need all the help we can get. And so he allows Vic to escape. The Maronis come up, they rough him up a little bit, and then Maroni actually comes in there, calls Sofia. He gets to hear the fact that that he has her mom, so of course Penguin is distraught. And then we see pretty much Maroni taking Penguin for him to find the base of operations for the drug bliss. And then we kind of cut back to Sofia, and we see Sofia and Penguin's mom just have a face off, in a sense of like a one-on-one. Let's talk. Let's talk about your son, because he's crazy. And they pretty much go in depth. Now, Penguin mama she ain't no slouch though. She ain't no slouch. She ain't no slouch at all by any means. She talking junk right back to Sofia. Sofia talking junk to her, trying to egg her on to give her some information on Oz. And his mom's lips are sealed and lips are shut, super tight. And so Sofia, while they're having their discourse and their discussion, going back and forth at each other, realizes that his mother, Penguin's mother, is having a episode where pretty much her dementia gets the best of her, and you can kind of see her like slipping. And the actress who plays Penguin's mother did a phenomenal job of playing somebody battling dementia and their mind slipping away. And you could tell by Sofia's face and interaction with her that she's really intrigued at what's going on and what she's talking about. She's talking about things in the past, but she was just cursing her out. And then by the time her mother finally his mother comes out of the episode, she ends up slapping Sofia, and Sofia's just like, oh snap. Kind of like, you can kind of see she's intrigued and interested in Penguin's mom, and just seeing what's going on and why her mind's so fragmented the way that it is. And I'm sure she could probably relate, just based on everything that she went through in Arkham and how that really messed with her mind as well. So I'm pretty sure it is something that's really shocking to her, because it's not something that I don't think she's seen up close. She might have experienced it herself, but I don't think she's seen it up close than somebody else. And so she calls Julian Rush, Dr. Julian Rush, has him doing his therapy with the red light, the same therapy that she was going through, to help her see what information that they can get out of Penguin's mom. And while they're doing that, Dr. Julian Rush, when he came in there, he told her, he's like, hey, we might have a problem. Your little niece wants to talk to the police again, and she said she saw something, so you might have to, I can go handle it for you, but you might have to go down there and talk to her or see what's up. And so we see Sofia go down and talk to her little niece, and we see the facility that her little niece is in. It reminds Sofia a lot of Arkham. And we see their interactions. We see that the niece is not really trusting in Sofia at this particular point. And she's just like, you're the one who killed, you killed them all, didn't you? I found a mask in your bag. Oh, I seen a mask in your bag, the gas mask in your bag when you, the night that they all died. And Sofia's just like, no, that's not at all what happened. Like, and just pretty much trying to convince the little girl that that's not what happened. And you can tell Sofia kind of sees herself in the little girl, but the way that the roles are reversed at this point, it's almost like Sofia is playing the character of her father, and how her father kind of like manipulated her into taking the fall for his murders and wrongdoings as the hangman. And you can kind of see that parallel in Sofia in that moment. And even Sofia recognizes it after her meeting with her, and she even tries to do something different than what her dad did, and just confesses to her niece like, yo, our family wasn't good people, so you're gonna be better off in this facility, and if you get adopted or whatever to a new family, you'll be better off than if you were to grow up in the family that we had, because our family is treacherous. And so she kind of, you can tell she's trying to be honest without being completely and totally honest, but also has her niece in a very bad spot that's very reminiscent to her of Arkham. And she almost has like a panic attack afterwards. Like she felt like she couldn't breathe. You see her breaking down crying. Then she get back to her dad's house or whatever, and she's just like, yo, I can't it's like, yeah, I can't breathe. Like, I'm doing the same thing that my dad did to me. Like, I'm doing the same thing that I went from one institution, he wanted me to be the head of the family, and then he sent me away, and then as soon as I get out, I'm right back into another institution and a new institution. She's just like, yo, I can't do this. Like, I gotta get away from this. I gotta get out of here and get some time away. But I gotta kill Oz first. I gotta deal with Oz first. And you just kind of see that parallel in her, just recognizing that she's more like her father than she would like to admit. And then we cut back to Maroni and Penguin. We finally see that they made it down to where the Penguin has the Bliss operation, and of course they go in there guns blazing, shoot a couple people, and then we see pretty much Maroni trying to pump Penguin in front of his boys. And as he's talking about it, of course, Penguin gives a signal for one of his boys to hit the lights. They hit the lights. All hell breaks loose. And we see Maroni and Penguin, they end up on the bus fighting each other. And it don't really look like either one of them are the greatest of fighters. Maroni look old. Penguin got the club foot in the slow bot. But neither one of them are really fighting well. They had a gun. Penguin was able to get the gun away from Maroni. And then before you know it, they're mid-fight. Penguin's like, come on, hit me. And Maroni has like a heart attack, like his heart explodes from the stress, and he dies before Penguin can get a chance to kill him. And you can see in that moment Penguin just having an emotional response, and like, nah, you was supposed to kill me, or I was supposed to kill you, but it wasn't supposed to end like this where you just die on your own. Like, you could tell he was a little disappointed and kind of heartbroken in that moment. And he ends up giving a speech over the brother's dead body, ends up shooting him. Now, mind you, they're on a bus, so nobody sees what happens at this particular point. His henchmen were able to deal with the rest of Maroni's thugs, so by the time he gets off the bus, everybody else is dead. And so Sofia calls Maroni. Penguin picks up the phone. He's like, hey, meet me here, and we can exchange, you know what I mean, the drug for my mom. It's cool, it's whatever, no love lost. And of course, Sofia, knowing it's a trap, she has an idea of her own, so she ends up sending her car. At first, I thought it was her pulling up in the car, but then we see the driver of the car get out and run away. And we see her call Penguin, and Penguin's like, yo, what's up? Like, why? what's going on? She was like, well, I left you a present in the car. He's like, wait, what? Goes to the trunk. He sees his mother's like jacket, so he thinks it's his mom. So he's real sentimental and emotional right now. And then he kind of pulls the jacket back because he thinks he's gonna find his mom's body, and he finds a bomb. And of course, as soon as he finds the bomb, he tries to run away. And as he runs away, the car explodes. So a lot of the people end up not making it. But the street above, because of course they're underground, the street above ends up collapsing because of the explosion. And Penguin ends up ducking into like a main sewer line and falling down. Like he escapes the explosion, but almost hurts himself in the fall as well. And the place that he falls down is actually the place where his brothers died. And that was kind of poetic in a sense. The place he escaped to is the exact place where his brother died. So in the flashback where we get Penguin's backstory, we actually see that Penguin is him and his brothers, they're young, and you see Penguin enjoying the time he has with his mom, and you kind of see him get a little jealous when his mom starts giving attention to his other brothers as well. And he has two brothers, and you kind of just see their dynamic, their interaction. They're having a good time. We get to see Penguin's hero that he's always talking about. I believe his name is Rex, and we just get to see him doing what he does. It looks like he's roughing up a neighborhood business owner to get him some money or whatever. And we see his car, Rex Calabrese, that's his name. And we see his car, we see how clean it is, we see how much Penguin kind of respects him, and then we see pretty much the kids just kind of enjoying the city. And they go to where they're operating the drug, where they go in the past to where they're currently in present day cooking up the bliss in those underground tunnels. And they're playing like flashlight freeze tag or something like that. And the brothers thought it was funny for them to go down this main sewer line where the only way you can get down it is through like a ladder or whatever. And it was like, oh, you got to come down here and get us. And Penguin starts to try to come down there, and he slips. So now he feels like they're making fun of him. So he gets mad, runs away, and shuts the door. What he doesn't realize is that the door, you can only open it from the outside. So they're kind of stuck in there. And so it starts raining on his way back home. And Penguin gets home, lies to his mom about what happened with his brothers. And he's just like, yeah, we can stay at home and watch a movie or whatever. And so he puts on his favorite movie, and just enjoying the quality time with his mom. And you can see him constantly looking over his shoulder and seeing like, man, it's raining a lot. And they keep cutting back to his brothers banging on the door, like, Oz, come open the door, come open the door. And you see the water just flooding in, like they can't open the door. So they essentially drowned in that main sewer line because they couldn't get the door open. And Oz lied to his mom saying he didn't know where they were or what happened to him. He said that they had went to the movies, but he didn't want to go. And you see in specific moments in that particular episode and in that particular flashback of him not necessarily killing his brothers or offing his brothers, but you see him not do anything to help. You see him make like a conscious decision in his mind, like, they still ain't back yet, and it's still raining. Oh well. Like, you see him make that conscious decision in his mind. And shout out to the actor who plays young Penguin. He did a good job. And of course, Colin Farrell was phenomenal. Of course, the actress who played his mom was phenomenal. The young actress and the older actress that plays his mom, and the lady who plays Sofia was phenomenal as well. But of course, after we come out of the flashback and go back in the present day, we see Penguin get up. He's a little scraped up from the explosion and all the debris or whatever. He climbs out of the rubble, and you see everybody's distraught on the surface level. They don't know what's going on. Of course, nobody knows what's going on because nobody used those tunnels anymore. And as he's walking away, you see the dirty cop that Sofia pulled up on earlier in the season. He says, "Hey, Oz Cobb." And Oswald turns around and he says, "Sofia wants to talk to you," and he knocks him out. And that's how the episode ends. And so that particular episode 7, was character work and character driven at its peak, at its core. Like, they gotta win all the awards for this particular show. I'm sorry. Like, just, it'll be 7 episodes in, they gotta win all the awards for this show. Like, Penguin, Colin Farrell gotta win some awards. Sofia gotta win some awards. Like, the mama, Victor has done a good job. Young Penguin's done a great job. Like, bro, to see Penguin's backstory, to see how twisted his mind was even as a kid. Like, bro, I know you got a club foot, but you ain't have to do your brothers like that. Like, you ain't have to willfully not help your brothers. Maybe you didn't understand what was going to transpire. You didn't understand that they were going to pass away from being down there and being stuck in there. And maybe you didn't even realize that they were stuck in there, but you willfully made a decision to not be like, hey, actually, this is what happened. We might need to go see about them. And that's messed up. But for this particular episode, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 because the parallel between Sofia and her father, the parallel between Sofia and Penguin, it seems like every time each one of them gets a W, they catch an L right after that. And it's just like, bruh, the way that they're stringing this together and the story that they're telling and just the way it's developing is phenomenal. And yeah, that's my particular rating. But let me know in the comments below. Like I said, the series finale review is going to be up very soon, very shortly in the next few days. But let me know in the comments below how y'all feel about it. Let me know if y'all agree with my take and my review on the actual episode. And let's continue to tap in for the Penguin. I want to see some more series like this. I ain't gonna hold you. It's a great way to build out the world of the Batman. And Matt Reeves has done a phenomenal job. So shout out to him. And don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to share the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you can be notified anytime that we drop a new video, because we dropping new videos every day. Let's continue to build this community and let's keep it going. Let's keep the conversations going and let's keep the community going. Never forget, it's FreeSoul to the show free. Let's get it.